So I'm inside of ConvertKit, now called Kit, right? I'm going to do two different types of pages. First one is a landing page. So let's say I wanted to give this thing away for free, right? I'm going to create a landing page. And there are lots of different style landing pages to choose from. I am going to use this one, Cypress. I oftentimes like Cypress, and there's another one that I use a lot. I like Hudson. I use that sometimes. But when I have a cover graphic, I like to either use Cypress or Park, this one right here. But it's a kind of like a more portrait style photo, so I think this one is going to work better for me, number one. Then number two, I'm going to call this the Fresh Start Coloring Journal. Always give it a name. Let's change this to the cover. Did I download the cover? Oh, I know what I did. Excuse me. I did download it, but I don't feel like going that route, so I'm going to do it this way. All right, so let's get those pages done real quick. And then, as I mentioned before, if you do have questions for me, feel free to ask. Here's the cover. All right, so there's the cover in there, number one. And then I'm going to go to General Settings and change the background to one of my purples, number two. I'm just going to say free download or maybe free gift. Motivated to move forward. Hey, boss. Download your free Fresh Start Coloring Journal today. Now, it does have a plus sign, so I want to put the first name field in there, and I want to require it. I always turn that on because otherwise they may not put their first name in it. When I send out emails, I like to personalize it with your name. And then I'm going to use this and drag it so that the first name is before the email address. Then it says sign up today. I'll probably change this to like a blue hue. Sign up today or download now. So those are some settings just off the bat, right? I'm going to go over to settings and click that. By default, it just is going to say, hey, success, you're on the email list. I actually just want to send them straight to download the document. I did put the document in my Google Drive, right? So I'm going to go to my Google Drive real quick. And here is the document, as you can see, my 12-page Fresh Start coloring book, right? I'm going to go to Manage. By default, when you upload things to your Google Drive, it is restricted. I'm going to change it from restricted to anyone with the link. Then I'm going to copy that link, okay? If it's restricted, if I give this to somebody, I'm then going to get a message that says, hey, Renee's trying to open this. Do you want to give her permission? I don't got time to be giving 50 different people permission. So I changed it to anyone with the link, right? So now let's go back here. As opposed to me sending them to a success message or a thank you page, I just want to send them straight to that document in my Google Drive. So I'm going to paste that in there and hit save. Now, there are other settings that I like to set. So let's go back to settings. Domain name. I customize my ConvertKit with my domain name. You can do that underneath your account settings. then you could also give it a name. So I can say free coloring book. So FCB. So this is .ck/free coloring book, right? So I'm just going to open that up in its own little tabby. So as opposed to it having like weird numbers, I could send people to systems.ck.page/FCB for free coloring book, right? And already it's coming together. It's coming together. Let's go back to settings. Incentive. By default, people have to confirm that they want to be on your email list. I don't do that. I just turn that off and do automatic conversions. It is recommended that you do it. I'm not going to go through why I don't. I just don't. Leave it at that. So automatically you put your name and your email, you're on my list. You don't have to do conversion, double confirmations. I don't do it. If you want to do it, you can. Advanced, I leave that alone. SEO, I'm just going to say fresh start coloring book. Free gift download for women entrepreneurs. Obviously, if you wanted to optimize your page, you could add more keywords, things of that nature. I'm just keeping it simple, all the way simple. Let me hit save, publish, right? What else do I want to do? Honestly, I think that's it. I honestly just wanted to customize it, and I could create an automation. Do you want me to create an automation? Let me know. I could create an automation. But I basically just created a page where if they put in their name and their email, they will get this document inside of my Google Drive. That's number one. If you want me to do automated email sequences, say yeah or no. If you say nothing, I'm not going to do it. So next option is give it as a free gift or sell it, okay? So you could sell things inside of your ConvertKit, which is pretty cool, right? I'm going to go under the Earn tab and create a new product, which is what I've done here. Then I'm going to call this product the Fresh Start Coloring Journal. Now, this product is just, it could be a product or a subscription. It's going to be a product. I'm going to hit next. Standard, pay what you want, or a payment plan. Standard. Let's say I sell this digital coloring book for, I'm going to say 7, but honestly it's 12 pages. I'll probably sell it for like $2. Okay? Now, if you just created a ConvertKit account, when you go to Earn, you have to connect it to your Stripe, put in your banking information. I already did that. I don't have to do that, but I'm just letting you know. You do have to have a Stripe account connected to Stripe to be able to accept payments through your ConvertKit account, okay? Now I'm going to hit next. It's a digital product, so I want to upload the digital file. Let's find that real quick, like so, like that, and it should upload, okay? Hopefully it takes less time than MagCloud. I don't know what was going on there. Hopefully that is uploaded, but we'll see in a minute. And then I'm going to hit next. So Fresh Start Coloring Journal, create product. So give this product an image. I already uploaded that, so let's just go grab it right here. Fresh Start Coloring Book. Stay motivated to move forward, boss. Download your Fresh Start Coloring Journal today. 1 PDF file included. Use as a digital coloring book with the Good Notes app or print at home for personal use. So then let's just change the background color to my purple. Let's change this. I tend not to like it to be so round. the button. Maybe a download now. Download now. Save, publish. Copy. There you go. Literally in less than 5 minutes, I created this as a digital product for purchase. So if they purchase it, I get $7. Then they get to download this PDF, right? Now, I can do a discount code. Let's go over to settings. Let's do discounts. It's $7. Let's say I want to give them $5 discount. Either you could do a dollar amount, flat rate, or a percentage. So let's do a dollar amount. I'm going to give them $5 off. And you could limit it to like the first 50 sales or something. Or you could just say unlimited. Anybody who has the code can use it, right? So now, let's go to Save, Publish. Before I publish, I'm going to turn on discount code. You can have as many discount codes as you want. When you click a discount code, it's going to give you the link with the code in it. So as opposed to sending people here where they can get it for $7, I would give them a new link that now they can get it for $2. So you can create discount codes as well. Last thing I'll show you here when it comes to products is order bumps. Because the client was like, you could do that in ConvertKit. I was like, absolutely. So you got the Fresh Start coloring book, right? Let's say I go to settings and I go to upsell, right? And here I can add on a product. I have something called the Fresh Start 90-day program. Let's say I go, listen, you can join my Fresh Start program and you can unlock 7 monthly mini templates, and I'm going to give you 50% off of that. Okay? Save, publish. So what does that look like? So now, let's first hit refresh. You see they can buy this product for $2. When they hit download now, there is now an upsell offer. As opposed to spending $300 on Fresh Start, they can get it for $148. They can add that, and now the offer goes from them spending $2 to now spending $150, right? I would, of course, maybe add information here. Hey, do you want to create your own digital books? Join the Fresh Start program. Add that on with your purchase or something like that, right? But inside of ConvertKit, not only can you create landing pages, build your list, send out emails to your audience, but you could also create products and sell those products, either one-time or even subscriptions. We're not going to do subscriptions today, but there are a lot of cool things that you can do. If you have any questions for me, feel free to ask, okay? I'm going to check the chat, and hopefully I still have my recording on. Hi, Tony. Welcome, welcome. Automation, please. Awesome. So Dee would like to see some automation. So let me first backtrack. So far I've showed you 2 things. Number 1, how you could set up and sell a digital product in ConvertKit. Number 2, how you could give it away as a freebie, right? Number 3, you want to create automation. Let's do that, number 3. So hold on, quick power pause. Oh, first let me explain automation, what that would be. I'll give you an example, explain it, and then set it up. If you were to sign up to this and just right now as it is, put your email in, number 1, you'd get on my general email list. And number 2, you would automatically get the Google document to download. But what if I wanted to go a step further? What if I wanted to, number 1, email you and say, hey, thank you so much. Click here to download your guide. I wanted to, every time somebody signs up, send them a welcome email and also tag them. What does tag mean? Tag means you attach a keyword to that person, where maybe the keyword is Fresh Start Journal. So I know that not only are they on my general list, but they signed up specifically for the Fresh Start Journal. So tagging attaches keywords onto your subscribers. So literally you can see what they've opted into, what they're interested in as part of your community. Okay? So I'm actually going to be, it's funny, Donia is here with us. I'm working on a landing page for her today before her session. But creating landing pages is what I do. So being able to help you DIY here, set it up, or if you want support in having me do it for you, I can certainly do that as well, right? So let's go to an example. sistersims.com/FCJ for free coloring journal. So if you come here, sistersims.com/FCJ, very similar to that other page, right? Put your name, put your email, and say access now. Takes you to a web page. You can take people wherever you want to take them. You can take them to a thank you page, a page on your website. You can take them to a store. You can take them to your Google Drive, wherever you want to take them. I took them here. They get here, they get to watch a video, and then they can also download the document. So there's a couple of things they can do on that page, right? I set that up that not only will they get added to my list, but they will get a welcome message. There's an automated sequence that is set up and attached to that landing page. I said, do you want to know? You guys said, yeah. So let me show you how you do that. So, okay, I'm still recording. Sigh of relief. Where do we leave off? So we created this page, right? Once the page is set up, you created a landing page. What you have to do is create an automated sequence. So let's do that next. You see that Automate tab? I'm going to go there now. Okay, so underneath automations, I'm going to start from scratch. I'm going to create a new automation from scratch. I'm going to call this the Fresh Start Coloring Journal Free Gift. Okay, start building. So there are different things that you can do. Join a form is basically a step. So I'm going to say if they follow the first step, which is to join the Fresh Start form, and apologies because it is, for some reason, sometimes it cuts it off. I don't know why it does that, but I can kind of tell because I called it the Fresh Start Coloring Journal. So let's take my time and see if I can find it, because I have lots of landing pages, as you can tell. Minding my business, that's the other one. I'm looking for Fresh Start Coloring Journal. Somebody says it's usually the last one. It's not for me. It usually is not for me. I have so many in there, it's not. Let me make sure that I saved it and hit refresh so the name has saved. And then I'm going to go back to visualizations and start building, look for form, and try my best to see if I can find it. I'm going to go really slow because otherwise I will take way too much time doing this. It would be great if it was the last one, but it's not. For me, it usually is somewhere in the mix of everything else. There we go. I just kind of had to get still. All right. So this is an automation, which is a series of rules, right? So I created from scratch a new automation, and the first thing I'm saying is ConvertKit. If somebody signs up to this form, what do I want you to do? First thing I want you to do is to add them to a tag. Remember I said to you a tag is a keyword? So I'm going to create a new tag, and I'm going to call this tag the Fresh Start Coloring Journal Free Gift. Now, if the tag was already created, it would show up. If it's not created, it's going to show Create New Tag. Of course, I did not hit it. I hit something random. So, Fresh Start Coloring Journal Free Gift. Then I'm going to have to hit Create New Tag. Now it's created, so I can add the action. So it's just a series of steps. Step 1, if somebody signs up to the form, automatically tag them. I could stop right there. I'm going to show you guys full step automation, so I'm going to do one more step. Add them to an email sequence. In an email sequence, you can add 1 or 100 plus emails that automatically will go out to them. I'm going to create the Fresh Start Coloring Journal Gift email sequence. If it's there, great. If it's not, you got to click the blue Create New Sequence. Okay, add action. So the sequence is created, but it's empty. So now what I have to do is actually fill it out. So let's go to Edit Step. Okay, now this right here is the first email. They by default put stuff in here to kind of instruct you on how to create sequences. I don't really need any of this, so I'm just going to delete all of it, okay? Also, by default, when you create an email sequence, it goes out the next day. If somebody signs up now, I want them to get the email now. I don't want them to have to wait 24 hours to see the welcome email. So I always change that from 1 to 0, okay? Which then changes it to immediate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say here, download, and this is your Fresh Start Coloring Journal. I'm going to keep the email super, super simple. I'm going to say hi, and then personalization. Click the little plus button. See that little plus button appears? I'm going to click that, and I'm going to look for personalization, and I'm going to add their first name. If you don't ask for their first name in the form, you cannot add their first name in emails. I love to personalize, which is why I always require their first name. So it's going to say, hi, Jeanette. Click here to download your Fresh Start Coloring Journal. Thank you so much for choosing Sister Sense. I'd love to know what you think. Share your thoughts. Check in if you have any questions for me. LaShonda Henry, your business bestie. Now, obviously, I need to read that just to see if I have any typos or whatever, but in the interest of time, I'm going to just keep it on. Let's go grab that link real quick, right? So let's copy this link. Because here's the deal, right? When they fill out that form, they're automatically going to get the freebie, but guess what? Sometimes people, even though they get that automatic step, they don't do it, so they need a welcome email to be able to say, oh, here, by the way, if you didn't get it, here it is, right, to follow up with them. If you have a free ConvertKit account, I don't think you can do sequences and automation, but that's another story for another day. So it's a simple email that just says, hey, Renee, click here to download your Fresh Start Coloring Journal. Thank you so much for choosing Sister Sense. I'd love to know what you think. Share your thoughts. Check in if you have any questions. Your business bestie, LaShonda Henry. That email is going to go out to them immediately. Now I'm going to hit the publish button. I don't have to add any more emails, but me being me, I can. I'm going to do add an email. Now that email says 1 day, which means that after they get the first email, then a day later they'll get another one. I'm going to do 3 days later. So hi, let's do their first name again. Oops. That is not what I wanted to do. Not paste, personalization. Did you download your coloring journal yet? Right? So I can make sure I double check in with them, give them the coloring journal. Do you need help staying motivated? Click here to download the Stay Positive guide. Click here to watch my videos on YouTube. Check in if you need anything else. Now, I'm just off the cuff writing, okay? I'm not really thinking about it. I'm just random. But if you did want to follow up, remind them of the download, share something else, you certainly can. So I do have another series called sistersense.com/stay positive. Oh, I know what it is. It's a part of the Stay Paid bundle. Stay Positive is a part of Stay Paid. Yep. So I'm going to put that in here, number 1. Okay, click here to download the Stay Paid plus Stay Positive guides. And then if they want to find me on YouTube, they can go to my pop-up page. I can't remember if it's pop-up or pop-ups. I feel like it's pop-ups. Let's double check. Pop-ups. Always good to double check your links. Yep, it's pop-ups with an S. And it's always good to copy the link from the address bar so that you know that you spelled it correctly, especially if you type really fast like me. So this email will go out 3 days after the first one published. Okay, so does that make sense? If you did just want to send it out, simple landing page, and then automatically redirect them to a thank you page or to the actual lead magnet, that's fine. But you can use a combination of creating an email sequence plus creating an automation to move forward. Now, you notice it says this automation isn't active. That's because by default, it is not active. So what I want to do now is click the active button so that I can turn on the automation, which means at this point, anybody who goes to that link, they sign up, they get the freebie, plus they will begin to automatically get emails from me. There's only 2 emails in this sequence. If I did want to add more, I could. But once somebody goes through it, they goes through it. Unless you change it underneath settings so that they go through it and they stay in it and you can add more to it later. If you don't change it to that setting, once they go through it, they go through it. They'd have to sign up again if you wanted them to get access to any new emails you add to it. Another story for another day. Won't make it any more complicated than I already am. Well, hopefully that makes sense to you. Any questions about automation, feel free to check in with me and ask. Okay. You're welcome. All right, so last thing, let's see if I can go back to MagCloud. Okay, so obviously there was a glitch because the file is so small.